Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 5 with the Community Bounce Patch as the Inca. Alright, so where are we going here? What are we doing with our capital? Interesting choices available to us. Great artists in 6 turns. We're gonna get a great writer in another 16, which actually reminds me. We got a great writer in Machu, so let's go ahead and pop that guy.
Men are so quick to blame the gods.
Okay, well, since this caravel so desperately desires my attention, I will attend to it. And now you, my dear explorer, what shall you do? I suppose you can scout out... Yeah, go ahead and pop up there just so that I have vision of the entire bend of the continent. And then carry on. Next, you are going to come over here and get that cattle. Next, we get the opportunity anyway. Observatory is done in our capital. Therefore, what do we get? It's possible that I might want to get a lighthouse just because that would improve the coral, and I am working the coral. It is a tile that I do get a fair amount of benefit from. The armory wouldn't suck either. I'd get 2 production and 2 science out of it. Likewise, the customs house, and if I recall correctly, yes, the social policy that we'll be getting next turn will also give us 2 science and 2 culture from that customs house. So that will be nice, in addition to the 2 culture that it already gives us. An intriguing option. I think I'll keep it basic and just buy a lighthouse for now. Make that a 1-turn affair. And we'll see what we do from then. Another thing I'm considering is purchasing up a few... Where are they? A few slingers. I might do that in Cusco. If I do that, I'm probably going to want to buy an armory first, though. Just... you know, to make sure that we're getting the best recruits that we can. Ah yes, the great scientist. Let's go ahead and plop you down. So we're actually going to get that social policy that I mentioned on this turn, which, incidentally, will also improve our capital's food, because we are sending 11 food to it. So let's see what that becomes. It goes from 11 to... No, it didn't update on this turn. Okay, we'll see what it becomes on the next turn. So, 4 turns to grow. That one's probably not going to change because of the math. But the 11 food should change. Let's go ahead and hit that. Well, well, if it isn't Poland, nice to see you in the game. Let's get an embassy with you. Where are you at, Mr. Poland? You're over here. More or less as I suspected, but good to know. Great profit and a golden age. Excellent. Once I circumnavigate the globe, I'll probably come back and explore down around here. I might as well finish the circumnavigation quest first, however. Alright. You are going to come over here, let's say, so that you can ally me up with Brussels. And I'll finally get that silver that I had planned for to get Machu their golden age. Or Wheel of the King Day, rather. Let's see, Gandhi is in the Renaissance era. Historic events. Our culture is exotic to Austria. Very good. Golden Age, borders grown, the Great Person, Golden Age points, right? Extra gold, promote the arts. I could do that. I'll hold on to my gold for now because I think I'm going to make a good few purchases in the not so distant future. Let's see. This great prophet, I think, can come up here to Ollantay Tambo. And it will help them with their boring problems, so that'll be good. Improve the cattle. Yep. Move along here. Ooh, this continent was actually a fair bit larger than I thought it was. How about that? What? Oh, okay. Interesting how that worked, but fine. The stable is done in Antananarivo, and they finally got some pretty good production. So how about next you guys get a... Get an amphitheater for now. The lighthouse is done, so this tile is now quite good, and I don't feel bad about working it at all. So after that, what now do we want? A customs house, perhaps? No, let's get a stable, I think, for now. We do have quite a few sheep, so I think that will help our production in the long run. I probably should have done that sooner rather than later, in fact. Let's see, the envoy is now done, therefore... I suppose you should get a market. It's about time that we finally did some of those things. Got a little bit caught up. Let's get a harbor in Ollantay Tambo. We reduced it from 10 turns to 3. What did I tell you about that whole gold prediction thing? Not a word of a lie, I tell you. You're moving here, right? Yes. So then... And that's improved, right? Yes. So you can come over here and get the sheep. And I do believe that's all. Ah, yes, in fact. Carry on. Ah, yes, that reminds me. I want to check out the culture levels of my new friends. Poland is not so high, and Austria is even worse. Good to know. Good to know. Our great works are starting to... Wait, why do we have so much tourism? I'm actually not 100% sure. It doesn't matter. So one nice thing that Community Balance Patch added... I think they added this. I'm pretty sure this wasn't in the base game anyway. It's been so long since I played Vanilla that sometimes I forget the exact specifications of what Vanilla had and didn't. We have the Optimize button, so we can just click this, and yes, it did in fact move things around. Now, I wonder if I can get any of these theming bonuses. We actually improved our tourism a little bit by doing that. I probably should have done that sooner, but I forgot. And so it happens, right? We need different eras and different civilizations. I ought to be able to do that. I could do it automatically with the swap and optimize button, but I kind of prefer doing it manually. So the Urubanga and the Jinpingmei. So I can get medieval and classical, and that should be fine. So swap that, and swap that. Excellent. And now we have an extra 3 science and an extra 8 tourism. Yes. Not bad at all. Let's see. we're relatively close. We can, in fact, put both our caravel and our scout on the same screen. And that was with one going west and the other going east. Truly a marvel of the wonders of the modern world. Amphitheater is done. Now, you really ought to get a council. I've neglected that for perhaps a tad too long. Let's get the pasture. And, oh, yes, let's get a terrace farm over there. I think that will be good. Hello, Adwa. Next, just want to get vision. I'm just fog busting, more or less as much as I can. Alright, carry on. That reminds me. You're going to get a promotion relatively soon. I do not want to give you open borders, but I will buy your open borders. If I may. Very well. I don't mind doing that. Writers from Leon have penned a masterpiece. I don't know what that means, but sure. I do not want to sell you open borders, no. That research agreement reminded me that I have one coming, which I should probably deal with. Pagoda is being assaulted by barbarian hordes. Is this not the second or perhaps third time that this has happened? Poor Pagoda. Ah, finally we grew towards the gold. Good. Good. Let's see, the amphitheater is now done. Then... we are sending trade routes, right? Yes. Or at least receiving trade routes, so perhaps a market or even a harbor would be not uncalled for. Let's go ahead and start with the market. Herbalists. Do I particularly want the herbalist? I suppose I might as well get it just for the +2 food. Perhaps. Very well. And the market is now done in Tiwanaku. That's good. Let's go ahead and work that slot. I'm not getting too fiddly with the exact tiles that I'm working here. I'm not overly concerned about it. In the long run, it's fine. Let's go ahead and get the customs house. So that went from, 8 to 3. Terrace farm. That was a weird amount of lag on that actual action being taken there by the explorer. I suppose it doesn't ultimately matter, but it is strange. Alright, let's go ahead and get this diplomatic mission with Brussels. We are now at 93 influence and getting 12 culture and the silver, so that should give Machu what they need. Let's see. So in 2 turns, I am perhaps going to want to get this city. And what was the other city I was thinking of? Perhaps around here? Or here? Yeah, I think it was this tile is what I said, right? I do believe so. Because then I would get 2 fish, the stone, the deer, the gems, and whatever else might or might not be up there. Something to consider. The other thing I wanted to look at, Which tile was it? The marble, yes. How close are we to a monopoly on that? Just something I want to check. 1 of 6. So we would need to get... Do I see any other sources of marble? Because like I suspected, if we had this marble right here, we would only need one more to make a third. But I don't know that I have seen a third tile with marble, so I suppose that might not be in the cards. Borders grew, Cusco's grown, good. More gold, good. Extra production in science, extra gold, and I could promote the arts. No, that's 1,000 gold. Right, right. Hey Machu, I don't feel like waiting. Let's go ahead and speed that up. I think I probably wasted a turn of production, but it's fine. I'm actually at 201 hammers over 140, so the spillover kind of makes it worth it. Carry on. The Borobudur, or however you're intended to pronounce that word, finally got completed. Good job. I don't particularly care about getting it myself, so I'm okay with that. I might perhaps want to send a unit to Bogota. I could do that. I could perhaps just send my explorer to maybe help out. Let's see. Event in Tiwanaku, Rich Vein. A rich vein of blue marble was discovered at the quarry near the city. Your miners and masons have come to you to ask you what you would like to do it. Okay. To do it. I like to do it. Oh dear. Boast of this and merchants will come to buy it from us. 150 gold and 10 turns of We Love the King Day. We apparently cannot donate it to the temple for faith, or carve relics and idols from it either. Or we could get +2 culture in the city for 40 turns. Where's Tiwanaku? Which one's Tiwanaku? That one. Yeah, okay. Let's get a We Love the King Day going. That'll be good. I like it. Excellent. A city-state we hadn't met. This is Ragusa, and they are apparently afraid of us. I am getting a weirdly large amount of lag. Let me check very quickly. Nope, it's not my CPU. It's just the game being weird. Alright. I don't understand why they are afraid of me. But I can absolutely take 235 gold from them if I wanted to. Does an explorer really count for that much? Very strange. Oh, I might even be able to win this, this city-state quest just based on my massive culture pool, and I have enough turns remaining that I think I can catch up. Alright. I'm not going to do anything to them. Oh, perhaps they recognize the caravel. That could perhaps factor into things. Now, which direction do I actually need to go to complete this circumnavigation thing? Probably this way would be the fastest. Then I'll scout out the second continent. Council is done. Then let's get you a library. Herbalist is done. Then let's get... I think let's get the armory. observatory is done in Machu. Let's go ahead and get a caravanserai? The East India Company, perhaps? Yeah. Sure, let's get the East India Company. Harbor is done, so I can actually buy a cargo ship, which is nice. And let's get an arena. I think that'll be good. Oh, everybody completed all of their buildings in kind of the same time frame here. Let's get you a university. And carry on. Machu lifts the king. Borders have grown. Lots of bonus yields. Old Faithful. I wonder if anybody wanted me to find natural wonders. They did. So that's a bunch of extra influence. That's nice. That reminds me, are you two still at war? Let's see. Huh, they are indeed. They're not actually fighting, though. They're just kind of scurrying around each other. Banking is done. Can't steal from India, but that's fine. Research agreement in 1 turn. Alright, alright. Let's see. Where do I want to go up to? Economics, perhaps? Sure. I will use this time to pump out a few, just a few, slingers. Yes. And in fact, let's go ahead and buy one here. Accuracy 2, I do believe. Can't steal from India, right. Lots of influence everywhere. Look at how many friends we have. Very nice, very nice. Machu's ready for something new. And that something new shall be... Nice. I know. Let's first of all work that specialist slot. And let us get a bank, maybe? Solid option, solid option. However, I think for now, a stoneworks shall suffice. Just for right now. Getting as much of a lay of the land as we can. Ah yes, you can remain. Where can we send a cargo ship to Cusco? Most likely, the easiest will be from Vilnius. So go, and let the legend come back to life. I forgot to note, by the way, that we did in fact go from 11 to 14 food from that social policy. That completely slipped my mind until just now. But so it goes. Let's see. To Vilnius to Cusco. I'm trying to see if Antananarivo can go to Cusco. Ollantaytambo, Antananarivo. Yes, Yes, they can. Antananarivo to Cusco for 12 food. Alright. Good to know. Interesting. They don't very much like that we are apparently fighting for their city-states. We're sorry this has caused a divide between us. I might have to kill Gandhi's ass. His candy ass, as the real boys say it.
Ich sehe, ihr bewundert meinen neuen Damast.
Let's see.
Soll keiner sagen, ich sei eine ungerechte
Can I get
Frau.
10? I can. That'll be good. I still have, I believe, one more city or civilization to meet. I actually don't remember if I am on a large map. No, I'm on a standard map, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, that is actually all 7 civilizations met. Okay. Well, all 7 other than me. Wait, no. The Inca, right. I am missing one more. Okay. No longer friends with Singapore. Research agreement completed. So that shaved off, I think, about 4 turns. Unit promotion. Yes. Let's see. How many slingers do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I would like 8. I think that would be a nice round number. Alright, death of a merchant. A wealthy merchant in your empire has died, and he left behind an ambiguous will. His 2 sons, one a sailor and the other a banker, each have legal claim to the inheritance, and have petitioned the state for resolution. What will you decide? I don't care, however I do intend to tax the inheritance. That sounds about right. The banker's case is more sound, as his investments match those of his father. A free caravan. The sailor's idea would benefit all of our coastal cities. +1 gold in all coastal cities. Intriguing. So right now we have 4 coastal cities. So that would take 175 turns or thereabouts to match up to 750 flat gold. I don't think the game will last that long. Probably. I hope. On the other hand, I do plan on setting probably 2 other cities if I'm, if my plans kind of pan out the way I want them to. So that would be 750 divided by 6, which I can't do in my head, but... Wait, yeah, I can do that in my head. That's 125 turns. Do I think the game will last 125 turns plus the amount of time it takes for me to settle over there? Maybe. But there's also other benefits too, such as countering unhappiness. On the other hand, I have 36 happiness, so perhaps that doesn't actually matter. I think I'll just take the flat gold and leave it at that. I don't really need an extra caravan because I'm fine on trade routes as is. I think I can manage. Alright. Let us get a great work. Aztec gods. Unit promotion here. Medic, survivalism, scouting, and trailblazer. Ah yes, I wanted to see... Where is that button? The promotion tree for... for you, if it will be so kind as to work properly. Sometimes it wigs out and does not work the way it ought to. Very annoying. I will come back to that at the end of the turn. Or attempt to, at the very least. Let's get a mine here. You may come here and chill. You can come here and chill. Then... where is it? Pioneer, yes. Do I want to get this Pioneer now? Yes, I do believe so. Let's go ahead and work on that. And production focus. Lock that tile, though. Perhaps even work the forge? Yes, even work the forge. Yes. It doesn't speed anything up. Okay. Then never mind. Well, that's not where I wanted to scroll. I apparently didn't change the 5 turns thing at all. Fine. Perhaps if I... No. Okay. Very well. But, I will buy a slinger. Yes. This is done, so next you shall get me 1, 2, 3. A whatchamacallit? A trading post here, or village. Yes, village. That's the word. Alternatively, another option perhaps presents itself. I could put a farm here, and it would get an extra 2 food, just for being next to 2 terrace farms, assuming I put a terrace farm here. But perhaps I don't want to do that. I think I'll stick with the original plan. Just something to think about, though. Now, would I be so kind... I know this works. I know this mod that shows these things should work. It's just not being very cooperative at the moment. Quite a nuisance, if I do say so myself. Let us get a herbalist. In Tiwanaku, I think a bank is called for. It's, I think, time to get banks everywhere. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Ah yes, finally. And send food to Cusco. At the moment that doesn't actually improve what Cusco is actually doing, but it'll be good in the long run. Alright. Historical event. Growth, growth, growth. Bonus yields, promote the arts. I actually still can do that, but I won't bother right now. Great person benefits. More great person benefits. Alright. Accuracy 2. Now, would you be so kind? No. No, you would not. Ugh. How absolutely vexing. Fine. Let's get scouting. Since that's kind of your job. Alright. A new research agreement? Sure. Let's do it. Alright. I think I'm going to leave this part here. I'll continue building up slingers and then promote them into crossbows, and perhaps later on even into Gatling guns and the like. We may indeed go to war, perhaps with Gandhi, Perhaps we'll warm ourselves up with Napoleon. He seems like a bit of an easy target, and people don't seem to like him too much either. Perhaps with somebody on the other continent? Who knows? I do plan on going to war with somebody. I think it will have to happen eventually, at the very least. Let me guys know what you think. Let me guys know how you're feeling. And I'll see you all next time. Later.